Hey there, Rosie Batista here, and very excited to bring you Card Deck Creator Success Story number 2 with the amazing Lou Bortone.
Thanks, Rosie.
Yeah.
Blush. I must be going through like a midlife.
It looks like you're in Italy.
I know. Yep, that's my Italy background. Don't tell everybody that it's not.
I
That I'm
mean,
not really there.
You are Italian, so that's a good fitting place. So I think a lot of people think about card decks for, kind of like the woo-woo people,
Right,
the
right.
spiritual people, the
Yeah.
quote people. But you might be woo-woo, but this card deck is a serious deck.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it in my hot little hands, and
Look at
I
that.
love it. I
Thank you.
love your deck.
Thanks.
So I'm going to have you tell us all about it.
Okay.
But I'm just going to do a nice little show.
Ooh. Yeah, looks good.
Gorgeous.
I know.
And you are saying that these are 52 cards,
Mm-hmm.
52 video prompts.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about what kind of well, this is going to be a funny question though, but what got you wanting to make a deck of cards?
You, Rosie. You. Rosie Batista, who is the force of nature. And when she decides something for you, it's going to happen. So no, thank you. Seriously. I mean, you were the inspiration behind it and gave me the idea. And it's funny because I thought too, like as a guy, I find that it's like, okay, women are doing these woo cards and, you got your sort of famous ones like Denise Lynn and stuff like that, which I have. But it wasn't until I talked to you that I realized like, oh my God, what I do with video and how I encourage people to do video, why can't I just do video cards?
Yeah. And I think I'm really like super impressed with them because all you're saying to do is pick a card, talk on a topic, and post your video.
Yep.
And for me, I'm like, I say, okay, I'm going to do a video today, and I love to do video. But then I'm like, oh God, what am I going to talk about? And then by the time I decide what I'm going to talk about sometimes, if it's not just coming to me, then I'm like, oh, well, too late. I feel like it right now. So I thought like, this is great. So you're saying, are you stuck when it comes to video? Not sure what to say. If so, this card deck is your solution.
Right. Because a lot of times people will say to me, I would do more video, but I'm not really sure what to talk about. It's like, well, here's 52 ideas or prompts, and you can just pick a card and go with it.
So I love that you said, 52. I mean, because we all are familiar with like 52 cards, but also 52 weeks. So technically you're saying if you do one a week, you're really, getting yourself out there. It's in a nice, consistent way, right?
Exactly. Yep. Whether it's Zoom or Facebook Live or pre-recorded, doesn't matter.
I love it. So you give 52 different topics and themes, so you're never really stuck. So I went and I pulled one for myself, and it was very interesting. So I got this one, and I'm like, damn it. I got this one that said, upgrade your YouTube trailer video. And my video is so old, and it has not been upgraded, and it makes no sense with what I do now, really. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. And that's one of the harder ones because you have to think about it a little bit, but it's really important. Mine is like 4 years old. I'm like, oh my God, I really got to update this thing.
Right. But
and
even
it has to be a big production.
Well, right. It could be, I could just swap out a newer one version. That would even be better than what's there now. But I think for me, it was just like, oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, and there's other easy ones in here too. And I'll have you, go through it too. But I want to talk a little bit. I have a self-study course, and then I have a done for you course. But you and I work together in a little bit of a different way. It was kind of a done with you. So I've done that with a couple of clients where it's just kind of done with you, a person that wants to, that's really ready to go out there and do it, but wants that little bit more personal attention. Yeah. So how did the creation process go to you once you made the decision, I'm going to make cards? Right. I don't really know even how to do it, but how did that go?
Thank goodness for you and the done with you thing, because I got, even though I've been working online for a long time and I create a lot of products, this was a whole different animal. And as you know, I had a lot of questions, and every time you go to, you turn around, you're like, well, how do I do this? Or how did Rosie do that? Because it's different. I've done books, but it's different than
Right.
books. So I would have been, and I'm not just saying this to be patronizing, but I would have been completely lost without you, and I would have gotten stuck and just not done it.
Right. And I think that's the thing too. It's like anything new that we're doing. It's like, oh, if there gets to be a little obstacle in our way, it's like, you know what? You have so many other things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, put that aside. And then we never kind of get to
it. In fact, I was like, when I was thinking about this, I'm like, okay, this is going to take like 6 months. I'll do it for a June launch or something. I'm like, oh my God. Once I was working with you, I did it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So. It's awesome. And I got my set in the mail last night, and I was like so excited. And I mean, there's really just a whole bunch of great ones in here. So I think, things that I've never really thought of talking about. And I'm like, ooh. And so for me, then it's like, wow, not only is it something to say, but it actually pushes me a little out of my comfort zone of what I'm going to say too, or, pushes me in a different direction, different ideas. So I thought that was, I think they're really great for that. And even, that you can use them over and over again and say something different with the same topic.
And I don't want like people to have the excuse of, I don't know what to talk about. It's like, well, now you have 52 subjects, 52 things to think of, and you can just pull a card every week. I mean, for me, it's good because I do video challenges and video a day and stuff like that. So it's a natural extension of my business to say, rather than just telling you, I can show you, and I can just pull a card and say, oh, what I'm really passionate about. I get to talk about what I'm passionate about today.
Oh, that's funny. I just turned that one over.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I always talk about cards being magical. So there's something about that. You just started to talk about that at the exact moment that
my God.
So maybe the audience is needing to hear that why I'm really passionate. And you're saying here, what are you passionate about? Do a video where you share your passion and tell your viewers why it means so much to you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's cool too, because the idea of a video is to get, you want people to know you, right? To get to like you, to know a little more about you. So that's a cool,
Yeah, and it's also good too, because a lot of people don't necessarily want to talk about them first, but once they start to talk about something that they really care about, it lights them up and they forget about the camera and they just,
I love that. So when you were doing the content for your tips, because obviously you've been teaching video for a long time, doing the content, did you think about things like that? Which ones would like prompt a person, like just what you said, like a person, all the reasons people give you why they don't want to do video.
Yeah.
Did you take that into consideration?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's funny because I think I wrote like most of these on after I saw you at this conference in Atlanta. I wrote them on the plane on the way back on a loose leaf binder, and I was trying to just think of a variety. Okay, I need some really no-brainer easy ones. I need some ones that are going to kind of push you, like you said, like the YouTube trailer. Oh my God, I got to do a new YouTube trailer. And other ones that were just kind of like, oh, I never would have thought of doing a video about that. So it's just a wide variety.
Which is great.
I just dropped my
cards. Uh-oh.
That's okay. Got it back.
The 52 pickup thing or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So we say 52 video content topics for creating your videos.
Yep.
I love that.
One a week if you want. That's a nice, a good frequency for doing video. Or however you want. Sometimes I do like 30-day video challenges and we try and do 30 different videos a day. And that's hard because like, oh my God, I've been doing this for a week now. What do I talk about?
Excellent. So if a person, now these are like necessary cards. These are just not even like, they're not just like the fun ones that you get to pull all the time. You need these if you really want to market your business, because you're pretty hardcore about video being the marketing tool that you don't have an option to do anymore.
Oops. My internet got a little wonky there for a second. Sorry.
I still see you. Did you not hear me?
I didn't hear that last piece.
Oh, I'm saying you're pretty firm stand about video being the marketing tool that everyone needs to engage in, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been saying it for years, but the rest of the world is finally catching up now. And,
right. And so the cards are a necessary. They're important. Like this is just not your card deck that you could get it if you wanted. It's you kind of need, if you want to be prompted and you want to stay consistent, because that's pretty much a key factor in the video world, right?
Yep. And again, it doesn't say like people have different sweet spots as far as their platforms. Some people love Instagram, some people like YouTube, some people like Facebook. Like I do a lot of Facebook Live. So it doesn't matter where you do the video. It's just more a matter of getting into the habit of doing it consistently.
I love that. So you have these in a beautiful little tin box too, which is super fun.
Mm-hmm.
So they say really protected, and you can kind of actually. I think you could stack up the ones you did on the other side, and then through it. So, do you have any plans on how you're going to use them with your clients, or what you're going to?
I mean, it's so fun because you can use them as obviously as a product to sell. And it's got that cool little thump factor, like, oh my God, this is something I can actually hold in your hands. Because one of the issues I always had with video was like you're kind of selling an ambiguous thing. You're like, okay, here's 50 ideas to do video, but until you can actually see it and feel it and touch it, so that's important. As I mentioned to you before we started talking, I'll probably do some kind of companion video planner to go with it, because I love planners, and a lot of folks do PLR planners and things like that. So I can do that. I can use it when I do my Facebook Live challenges to give people topics. Okay, just go to your deck now and pull a card.
Yeah.
So there's so many different ways to tie it into what I already do that it just makes perfect sense.
Okay, so if someone wanted to buy your deck now, where would they go? I'm going to post a link in.
Yep, I will have a specific website or web page for it.
Perfect.
And then at some point I may get it on Amazon or something like that.
Okay.
But I'll have a website specifically for the cards, just like I do on my a course. Okay, go buy this course for $27, or go buy this deck for $27, or whatever it may be.
Awesome. So when we were first starting out with your deck, you were going between, I don't know, should I do this deck or should I do the other deck?
The other deck.
I happen to have.
Mm-hmm.
Bum.
Yay, the fun deck.
I think we need a card deck for this.
Yes, I already started it on Canva. I just decided that, and that's the other thing I think people don't realize, that you don't have to be a graphic designer, and you don't necessarily, you just need Rosie to point you in the direction of here's where to go, here's how to do this, here's where to order them, here's where to get the boxes.
Yeah.
Because that's all the stuff I didn't know.
Right.
Right. And I wanted to initially do that if you pay me, deck first, but I kind of felt like, all right, I need to do something that's a little bit more related to my direct business first, even though the other one is, frankly, I think going to be fun. And
then you could have the fun. You can have the fun, but like adding to your line of products.
Yeah. And the other thing that's interesting too is, and maybe it's because now I have cards on the brain, but like I go into all these shops and gift places and stuff like that, and like, oh my God, there are decks for everything. I mean, first it was Cards Against Humanity, and now it's, just like whole end caps of all these different decks and games. And
and really what I like to do with whenever I'm working with someone is, what's the end game of your card deck? Like, what do you want, like, to think backwards of what do you really want people to be able to get out of this deck? And so maybe these guys are more of a game kind of a thing. So there might be more different aspects that that's like that. I'm taking the woo-woo idea, but I'm making it really irreverent, and I love it.
That are like a wise ass. I'm like, okay, well, I just pulled I have no F's to give card, and this says that I should do, when I'm in this mood, I should do this or something like that.
I love it. I mean, I think that would be a nice brainstorming session about how it could be really super cool. Yeah. And that's the fun part. The fun part is really getting that great concept. And then, like you said, the other part is just kind of executing, even I have like a how to do it in Canva. So I really want people to be able to not have to hire a graphic artist, but to use their skills or to get, whatever kind of help they need. But it can be done by yourselves without.
Yeah, but I recommend that folks work with you or do your course, because you don't know what you don't know. Right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, after so many screw ups, making a product, it sounds like all simple, but there's so many components to making a product. Then when you're done, if you forget something, it's like, shoot. It's not fun when you have to go back and correct something that you did. So, but it's cool. And you're joining the ranks of all the people that have one, and now we're like, oh, I want another, because it's kind of a little bit of an addiction. So I need to say that up front.
Yep.
It becomes addicting because it's
I know. I want to do it. Like, I'm ready to do my next deck already, and I still have to get the web page up for this one and stuff. But it was, once I had your guidance, it was surprisingly simple to actually get them cranked out.
Fabulous.
I thought it was going to take months, and it really didn't.
Yeah.
At all. So if you haven't done them yet and you have an idea, then go, find Rosie and she'll
Fabulous.
guide you down the path.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank
All right,
you.
do you want to pull one more card for us today and give people, like,
Sure.
what can they do today?
Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Talk about your most prized possession.
Ooh.
What is your most prized possession? It could be a family heirloom, a book, a gift you've received. Tell viewers what it means to you. For me, I think okay, if my house was burning down, besides grabbing Rocco the pug, I would grab, hold on a second, my dad's Emmy.
Oh, well, hell yeah.
So this was my dad, got nominated several times for one of those arts and sciences Emmys because he was an art director and a set designer. So after he passed away, I got this lovely little piece of hardware. And this is the one that I think is probably my most prized possession.
That's beautiful. How many people did you have to fight off to keep that? Did you have brothers?
Just my brother and sister. No, they knew because I was in the TV business that was.
Oh.
You have to make those claims hey, when dad dies, that's,
I would tell my mother, put my name on the bottom of that now so I don't have anybody to fight with afterwards.
Exactly. So, yeah, but that's a fun one to do because I think everybody has a prized possession if they think about it,
Yeah, and I love that because now that's something that I didn't know about you, and I think that's really super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually, if you were doing a video like that, it would invite engagement because people would say, "Oh my God, I didn't know that about your dad." And
yeah, it's a real it's heavy and it's like a real live Emmy, and
yeah,
it's
it's solid and heavy.
Yeah.
Nice. So where do you keep that on a daily basis?
I keep it on my shelf right behind me over there. I used to have it before I had all these fake backgrounds. I used to have it on a shelf behind me, but
Lou, I thought that was really Italy. Now you gave away
I gave it away. Yeah, I'm at my villa. But yeah, I thought it used to be right behind me and people thought, oh, you have an Emmy. I'm like, it's not mine. It's my dad's. So
right.
Anyway, I didn't want to mislead anybody.
That's super cool. All right. So this has been fun. So everybody check out Lou's cards. And once you go to his website, which is again posted down below, you'll see he has courses and programs and challenges, all the time, lots of free information, lots of really useful, great information to get you out there marketing on video.
Yes, that's the way of the world now. We're all communicating by video. So this
awesome.
You get there.
And if you want a deck for yourself, you know where to find me. And let's talk about which way works best for you. All right, ciao for now, and I will see you in the next success story.